Hello, 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 family. Welcome. Welcome, both holistic healing and wellness family of Facebook and TikTok. Welcome. Nice to have you all here. Great to have you all here. Come on in. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. So today, y'all, we're going to be talking about fish oil. We're going to talk about fish oil and omega-3, okay, and how it's so beneficial for our bodies. Y'all, it has omega-3 fish oils are packed with surprisingly, amazing benefits for our body that amazingly heals our bodies. I mean, literally down to our cells. Welcome, Glenda Cooper, Pickle and Debbie, Don 21, Ronald Thompson. Welcome, 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 my Facebook and TikTok family. Family, it's nice to have you all here. Again, welcome again to another live Sunday. This is Cashel, Holistic Healing and Wellness by Cashel's Corner. I am Cashel. So, how are you all doing today? Please let me know where you all are hailing from. Hey, what are you doing? And all that's happening today, y'all, all is well. Come and join in, and we're going to get started in a few talking about what's happening. And omega-3 fish oils is what we're talking about here. Sorry for the interruption. So here we are, y'all, talking about the fish oil and the benefits to our bodies, literally our entire bodies, using fish oil. We don't hear enough about fish oils and what they do for our bodies, literally for our cells, for our brain, our joints, our heart, everything. Okay, our body systems. Welcome, Barbara. Welcome, Rosanna. Sheila Moore, welcome, welcome, welcome. Join in. Y'all, this is great news because a lot of us probably don't understand or probably don't even know. Welcome, my Facebook family. Welcome, my TikTok family. Brenda, Jashawn, Mac Attack, Sugar Babe, Melanie. Welcome, loves. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So again, we're talking about fish oil and how fish oil is full of surprises and therapeutic miracles, okay? As you all are coming in, please do let me know where you all are hailing from. You know, drop where you're hailing from, where you are sitting in right now, what state, what country. Okay, I'm in Iowa at this moment, okay? Thank you for the hearts. Thank you, y'all. Come on in. And I would ask you all to join my Facebook. Okay, join my YouTube platforms. It's not costing you all anything. Join even my TikTok. Okay, I would love to have you all as part of my family, part of the Holistic Healing and Wellness family. Come and join in. It's not costing you anything to join and to be a follower. Okay, thank you for following Nickel Millen, I think I said that right. So thank you. So in between, I will be giving shout outs and saying, hey, come and follow me, support your sister on these platforms, okay? And especially if it's not costing you anything, but you're just gathering information, okay? Hello, sweetie. She's from Nicole, I'm sorry. Nicole is from Florida. Hello and welcome. Thank you for being here with me today. Welcome, Sharon. Thank you. And she joined. Thank you. I appreciate your support. Thank you for the rose. Nicole, thank you. Thank you. Castellanos here. Thank you, baby, for your support. Y'all, come on in. And we'll get started in a few. Okay, my Facebook family, where y'all at? Y'all let me know where y'all at and where y'all are hailing from. Okay? Let me know where you all are hailing from. it's just nice to know where everybody's from. I get people from Sydney, Australia, from some people from Africa. Y'all, it's amazing the reach. And I'm just most grateful because guess what? You don't have to be here. You don't have to be here. There's a million things you could do, and if the weather is as good as it is here in other places in other states, then you really don't have to be here. Because guess what? It's beautiful today. Literally, it's 50 some degrees out here right now, and I think we might hit 60. I'm not sure, but it feels good. I was sitting out on the porch earlier, and I was literally burning up. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate that. And I share my knowledge, Nicole, because this is a passion of mine. This is what I love to do. I love studying, learning about herbs and spices. I mean, it's a long story, backstory from why I started, but I'm going to say it started in my youth. My dad used to make hot toddies for us, and, those are things that he brought from his, upbringing and things like that, and certain herbs and things that he used, and even castor oil, cod liver oil, some of the stuff that I'll be talking about today. To help us to make sure that we weren't sick. We didn't get the flu and things like that. Thank you for following me. What's her name? Samaya. And I'm sorry if thank you. And I do consider myself an earth angel or healing in the earth. I'm doing what I'm doing because I know it's going to be healing, and it is healing for other people. It has healed me and my family in situations, and it's just not talked enough about. We don't talk enough about herbs and spices and roots and flowers and making tinctures and making balms and things like that. We don't talk about that. We mostly are talking about, do you know a holistic dietitian for cancer? I don't know a holistic dietitian, but I do know some things that you can take or a person can take for cancer. So just hit me up in my DMs and let me know what you're looking for. I do also personal consultations. So if you all are having issues with a certain said disease or ailment, I do have a link for that as well, that you can hit me up and make an appointment. Okay, and it's $90 for, I believe, an hour. I think it's an hour. Okay, so if not, y'all, there's other things on here. I give this information freely. There is no subscription to this because I love doing what I do. Never say my grandma that she was born, and never saw my grandma that met her. She was born in 18. Ooh. Wow. Okay. Okay. Yes, hon, just hit me up, okay? And I can give you some recipes and some things some berries. Oh my God, yeah. There's definitely things that you can do for cancers across the board, okay? That you can take that will stop the proliferation of those cancerous cells, okay? Now, I'm not a doctor. I'm just a simple woman who studies and loves knowing about and learning about the different properties, the healing properties of these different herbs and spices and roots and mushrooms and all kind of things, okay? So I do this again because it's a passion, it's a need, and whether or not we really recognize that there is a need, because a lot of today's commercials are pharmaceutically based, and we tend to follow that because it's the most easiest. It's given to us. The research has already been done, and if the research has not been done, we don't care so much because it's easy. It's just like the doctor prescribed it. You go pick it up at Costco, Walmart, Walgreens. There you go. It's in your house. With herbs and spices, you got to do a little research. You got to know how much to a certain degree. Make sure that you're not allergic to certain components in certain herbs and spices. But it's really not that difficult. But a lot of times we are so busy doing other things in life, and we're lifing, we don't make the time to do our own research, to find out what else can we use instead of the pharmaceuticals that we're being prescribed or given, okay, as choices. So at the end of the day, I'm here to do all that for you, okay, to do the research, share the research, and I'm glad to do it. I love what I do. At the core of who I am a veteran. I was served in the military for 8 years. I was a reservist in the Air Force. I was a medic. And then I later on went to school, started as a respiratory technician, went there to school for that, and then I end up just being an x-ray tech. Okay, so I do have a medical background, and that's where I've always been very it's first of all, it's a very lucrative business, but that I've always had an interest in the medical. Okay, so just learning and seeing people come into the hospital, coming to the clinics, and seeing them sick and coming back for the same thing month after month, same medication, or getting x-rays to look at their bowels, or to do an enema and things like that, and certain herbs and spices that can heal broken bones and heal you, your intestines and your stomach, and different things that we did, test on, and, run dyes through your body and stuff. I'm just looking like, there's a simpler solution. There's things you can do at home that you don't even have to come to the hospital or the clinic to get an enema. You can do enemas at home. So I talk about all the things that, as far as I'm concerned, that are out here that nobody, I don't say nobody's not talking about, but the big pharma, they're not talking about things that can really heal and cure you. So I have a passion for healing our people, for seeing people well, seeing people get better, and not get better temporarily, and then the side effects of the medication that they were prescribed now has made them sick in other ways. Okay, so anyway, let's move on, because I'm so excited about the topic today. Again, it's fish oil, full of surprises and therapeutic miracles. Really, literally, it is. Fish oils. Fish oils are what's up. So we're going to talk about why fish oils. First of all, we're going to talk about a unique, versatile, and extraordinary medicine found in incredibly fatty molecules found in the fish. Okay, and what it is the omega-3. Okay, fish have this fatty layer within their cells, within their bodies, and this fatty substance has omega-3s in it. Okay, and it is beneficial for our bodies. It heals our bodies, and it does a whole slew of things, not just for, again, maybe just like we've been taught, maybe for your heart, but literally from your brain cells, to your heart, to your joints. I mean, it's fantastic. Okay, thank you for the hearts. Thank you. And y'all go and share my live with other people. Okay, go out to your family and friends who are probably needing this information. Tell them, come on and join this live so we can get it popping, because there's other people that need to hear this information. There's somebody out there that's hurting, and they're taking medications that's going to hurt them even more because of the side effects of them later on, be it right now they having issues with it, or just later on down the line. Come and tell them to join this live, because if you know anybody that has issues with their colons, thank you for the hearts. Welcome, Joyce. Thank you. Welcome, Julia and Douglas. Fantasy Gems, y'all wake up. Wake up. Thank you. Sorry for interrupting, but your earrings look pretty. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. And so y'all, bring the sick, bring people that is messed up from heart problems. They got heart problems, they're dealing with arrhythmias, maybe have had a stroke, maybe are taking blood pressure medication, taking medication for cholesterol, high cholesterol, taking medications because they might be on the first stage or some stage of dementia, Alzheimer's. Y'all bring them in, tell them, hey, we got somebody here that can help you, give you some good advice as to what you can use for these ailments. So I'm talking about heart problems. I'm talking about joint problems. So arthritis problems, rheumatoid arthritis. If you have problems, sore joints, if you're dealing with gout, if you're dealing with heart issues, if you're dealing with, thick blood, if you're dealing with strokes, heart attacks, and this type of stuff runs in your family. Maybe you haven't had a heart attack, maybe you haven't had a stroke, but this stuff runs in your family. You need to get here. You need to bring your family and your friends here so they can hear about the miracles, the miraculous therapeutic miracles of fish oil. We have not been told, like we should be told, about what fish oils have in store for us as it pertains to our healing. Okay, come and join the family. Come and bring them in. Tell them, hey, you need to listen to this. Okay, and let them stay as long as they can. If you can't stay for the whole hour and a half, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, but know that omega-3 fish oils are good for your cells in your body. Your cells in your body. Let's get into it, okay? Like I said, so cell function with this fish oil is optimal, okay? The lack of fish oil creates a cascade of events that can cripple your entire body systems if you are low in omega-3s in your body. Did you hear me? What I said? I said the cells. So we're dealing with the smallest component, the cells in your bodies. So if your cells in your body is lacking omega-3 fish oils, your body is not going to run efficiently. So you got brain cells, you got liver cells, you got kidney cells, you have intestinal cells. So all those cells need to have a certain component of omega-3 fish oils within the membrane of those cells. If it is lacking, then cells will malfunction. So we talking about different cells that cater to different body parts, that cater to different organ systems. So if you are low with this fish oil in these cells, are y'all hearing me? There's now malfunctions. So now we're starting talking about malfunctions to your cells, then they're catering to those body organs. So now we're going to have system and organ malfunctions. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's a trickle down effect. It literally is a cascade. It creates a cascade of events that can cripple your entire body systems and body parts if you are low. Okay? And a lot of us are low and we don't even know it. I'll get into the symptoms of having decreased amount of omega-3 fish oils in your body. Now, you probably already low if you know that you don't eat no fish. Okay, now if you're taking supplements, if you're taking omega-3, gel, capsules, then you probably are good if you just don't eat fish. Maybe you don't eat fish because you're allergic. Maybe you don't eat fish because you just don't like the taste of fish, but you still need that fish oil within your body so your cells and your entire body can run efficiently. If not, again, there's a cascade and a crippling effect of your body systems. Okay? Because fish oil is such an amazing pharmacological substance, our bodies will ultimately collapse without it. It will collapse without it. Okay? So we need to make sure that we are consuming fish within our body. I mean, we're consuming fish. Okay? So be it tuna, mackerel. This morning we had biscuits, we had salmon croquettes, okay? And that's that pink salmon right here. That pink salmon, and I make 2 cans of it, y'all, and some rice. I don't know. Y'all send me some hearts if y'all know that's that old school eating, right? Because back in the day, my mom would make about 2 or 3 cans of this. Well, she would make more because it was 5 kids. So, and she obviously had a husband. So it was 7 of us. So she probably made 4 cans of these, okay? And make them salmon croquettes. Thank you. Make them salmon croquettes. Thanks for enjoying budget. And with some rice and butter, and some biscuits. And you put some honey in them biscuits. Come on, tell me I'm not the only one that remembers your parents making that, right? So we went old school today. That's what I made for breakfast, okay? And it was sure enough good, okay? But that's what you need in your body. You need the mackerels. Okay, and this was wild Alaskan pink salmon, and it was so good today, y'all. When I tell y'all, so you need that fish for them cells, so your cells and your body is not acting berserk because your cells are not getting what they need, which is the fish oil. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. Somebody understand what I'm saying. Somebody remember. Somebody remembers. So what we're doing right now is just talking about how if we don't have that fish oil, and the fish oil gives us the omega-3s within our cells, that our cells are not acting right. They're going to go berserk because they need that omega-3 to operate, okay, to do what they need to do in our bodies. And if we don't have it, then there's a problem. because these cells are going to body systems, body organs. And so if the cells are acting real special, then do you think that your organ systems are going to act, right, if your cells are not acting right? So if you got a liver cell and this liver cell is not getting enough omega-3s, fish oil, then what makes you think that the liver is going to basically act right or be functioning right? And we need that liver to be functioning right. Okay, we need every body system to be functioning right. We need every organ in our bodies to be functioning right. So we need to be getting this omega-3, the fish oils, in our bodies. Okay, well, welcome, Viola Williams. Welcome. Where are you hailing from, sweetie? I need my Facebook people, to my family, to let me know where y'all hailing from. Okay. So why fish oil? Fish oil and other fats in the membranes encapsulating cells control the cell's behavior. Like I said, if we don't get enough fish oil in our cells, then our cells are not acting right. Okay, we need it within our cell membrane. So as each cell goes throughout the body, so goes the rest of the body. Okay, a minuscule imbalance. Okay, a very small, not enough, a very small imbalance of the makeup and the operation of the cells in our bodies could be very catastrophic. Okay, is what I'm saying to you. Okay, a minuscule imbalance of fatty acids in individual cells, baby, can send the entire body into a tailspin. Okay, the cells go berserk, creating a chaos throughout the entire body. So while you thinking like, what? You know what? Okay, well, welcome from Chicago. Welcome, Viola. We got a Barbara Brown Henderson from Georgia. Welcome, Miss Barbara Brown. Welcome. Thank you all for being here, because you don't have to be, and I appreciate your time that you're giving me today. I appreciate it. I'm on here every Sunday from 3 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. If you can't stay for the entire live, it's okay. I appreciate your support right now, okay? And I need y'all to stop right now. Y'all need to follow me on my lives, or follow me on my Facebook, okay? I appreciate the support. Become a member. Be a part of this. It don't cost you anything. I'm not asking you to pay any type of subscription. Go to my TikTok and go to Holistic Healing and Wellness. That's me. And join. It's not costing you to join. It's not costing you to be a follower, okay? I appreciate your support. It goes a long way. And of course, like everybody else say, oh, the algorithms. Yeah, the algorithms, but I appreciate the support. I don't know how the algorithms work, so I can't even pretend to know that. I just know that I appreciate the support, okay? And maybe when more people come and join, the algorithms trip where they bring in more people. I don't know how it works, but I appreciate the support, because for me, it's telling me that I'm doing what it is that I should be doing, okay? And when people hear, welcome, Jackson, Mississippi, Helen Edwards, welcome. Thank you so much for being here, sweetie. I feel good about it. That lets me know that I'm doing the work that I'm supposed to be doing, okay? So thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for being here with me. So y'all, when the cells are infused with the right fats, it can correct the imbalance, okay? Thus making making dysfunctional cells behave properly, because now the imbalance has been corrected, okay? And you can see diseases and symptoms subside. Once you have gotten the right and the appropriate amount of omega-3 fish oils within the cells, within the membrane of the cells, because that's what is needed. It's in the membrane of our cells that we need the fish oil. Once that imbalance is corrected, then you will start seeing the decrease in disease or whatever ailment that you're suffering from, okay? And or the symptoms will start subsiding, okay? Thank you for the hearts. So at the end of the day, we need these oils. We need these oils, okay? What I'm telling you, starting from the cells. So when you start having issues, then understand. And if you start looking at your life, okay, I don't eat enough omega-3, or fish oils. Okay, well, now we need to go to the capsules then. Okay, not that the capsule is going to take care of everything, but at least you'll have something, in your system so that you're not low or you don't have an imbalance. So omega-3 fatty acids in fish moderate or basically temper our cells. Okay, and how do they temper our cells? They temper our cells in the angry inflammatory response that our bodies give when they're being attacked. Okay, so angry inflammation attacks on other cells, keeping cell membrane pliable enough to slip easily through blood vessels. Okay, so what it does, it keeps it pliable. Basically, it makes sure that it's able to, that fish oil makes sure that the blood cells and then the cells in our bodies are able to pass through our arteries, our veins, without any incidents. They're not clumping up. Okay, it keeps them from clumping. Okay, it keeps plaque from building up on our intestinal walls. Okay, and it makes it pliable enough to slip easily through blood vessels. Okay, and it revs up antioxidants and our defenses, and modulates the passages of basically electrochemical messages through the brain and heart cells. So you can't sit here and tell me that's not important. That is very important, because right now today we have an epidemic of Alzheimer's and dementia right now. Okay, fish oil, the omega-3s, help with the processes, the electrical processes of messages in the meninges, in your brain, in the gray matter, to send proper messages. Okay, and if we don't have enough of these omega-3s in our bodies, in our systems, in our entire bodies, it starts messing with other parts of our bodies. Our brain, we don't have enough in there, so now we start having, memory loss. We can't focus. Y'all, I mean, just a breakdown of things that, some people say you're going to experience as you get older, but you experience it because you don't have enough of these oils within your bodies, within your cells, so that the cells can carry it to the body organs and to then the body systems. So if you have an imbalance, there's a problem. It's going to be a cascade of problems. So we try to get you all to know that if we don't have these oils within our bodies will start breaking down eventually, because our cells need this oil. Your blood vessels need this oil to keep the blood from clotting, to keep the arterial walls clean and not build up of plaque. Okay, because the more plaque that's on our arterial walls, guess what happens? Now the lumen, or the opening within our vessels, start closing up because we got plaque buildup. And now at some point they're going to close up, or be to where you can get very little bit of blood vessels through there. Your blood is not flowing as good as it should because the opening is closed. Okay, so we need an open lumen. Okay, we need that to stay open, and we need it to be free of plaque so that our blood flows like it should throughout our bodies. Okay, and if we don't have that, that's a problem. So omega-3 comes in and makes sure, it's with its antioxidant properties and its ability to have our cells pliable, to make sure that nothing is being clumped, that we don't have plaque buildup, and our brains are sending electrical chemical messages to both our brains and to our hearts. So it plays a major part. Omega-3s plays a major part in our health. Okay, it plays a major part in our health and in our bodies. Now, some have asked, like, how much, omega-3s do we need? If we're not consuming, or if we are consuming fish, but maybe we're not eating fish, 3 to 4 times a week, which is recommended. But a lot of us are probably not eating that much fish a week. Okay, I know I don't. I don't eat 3 to 4 servings of fish every week. So I would need to be taking omega-3 capsules if maybe 1 week I am eating maybe 2 portions, or maybe I don't eat enough fish. Okay, so then you would look to the capsules, to the gel capsules, and today they have capsules, 300 to 600 milligrams, and now higher. And some capsules now have a higher content of omega-3, which is great, but you don't want to overdo it, because too much omega-3 can damage the immune system. Okay, and we'll get a little bit into that later, but that's not going to be a problem for most of us, because most of us are probably low in our omega-3s. And right now, if you did just take a slew of pills, you won't have any type of side effects, and it's not going to damage your immune system, because a lot of us right now just are low in omega-3 anyway. Okay, So at the end of the day, they have what, 300 to 600 milligrams, and then they have the maybe the 400 to 800 and higher for those who really need it. And if you were to get tested and you have too much um, omega 3 in your blood, then what you can do to offset that is you take about 400 to 800 milligrams of vitamin E. Okay, and that's going to help offset the possible damage of your immune system. And I think that might be exaggerated, but I don't know. There was a study done in the University of Tufts University researchers, and basically they came to the conclusion that you could take too much of the omega 3s, and if you do, then you can offset that by taking about 400 to 800 milligrams of vitamin E. Okay, most of us we're not going to have that problem. Most of us we are low in. Okay, we're low in omega 3s. Again, welcome one and all for y'all coming in. I appreciate you all coming in. Okay, and we're talking about basically how omega 3 fish oils is really a surprising and therapeutic has surprising therapeutic benefits to our bodies. Okay, and literally from every system it can benefit from it. Okay, from our cells, every cell in our body needs to have that that omega 3. Okay, now some may ask, okay, what is omega 3s? Like, what is the fish oil? So basically, omega 3 is a long chain, basically a long chain fatty acid. Okay, so omega 3 is found in the fatty layers of fish. Okay, it's a long chain. Omega 3 is found in the fatty acid, basically, of fish. Okay, and you have two components of the omega 3. So you have EPA and DHA are both long chain fatty acids that are found in the fatty acids in fish oil. Okay, that we extract from fish. Okay, and not just fish. We're going to get into other things that have omega 3 in it that's good for your body as well. Okay, and then you have the short chain fatty acid, which is ALL, which is alpha linolenic acid. Okay, and that's found in flax seeds. So if you are a flaxseed eater, if you use it in your smoothies, if you put it in your pudding, if you put it in your yogurts when you're eating in the morning time with some fruits and things like that, then you are doing your body a whole slew of good. Okay, so that's the main component within the fish that we need. Okay, we need both the EPA and the DHA and the ALA. Okay, and again, these are all found in the the fatty acids within the fish. Okay, so we need that so much. And the types of fatty acid basically in fish oil is, again, the DHA. Okay, and the EPA and the ALA. So the DHA is, again, a long chain omega 3 fatty acids. Okay, and it's most prevalent in the brain. Remember, I told you we need it for the brain. We need it for the entire systems, but the brain, obviously, for the electrical impulses to move about and do what it needs to do, we need to have this DHA that helps in keeping the electrical signals firing like they should for both the heart and for our brain. Okay, so eating fish once a week reduces the likelihood of basically developing Alzheimer's and dementia. Do you hear me? Eating fish once a week reduces the likelihood of developing Alzheimer's and dementia. Eating non-fried fish also does it. Tuna lowers the risk of cognitive decline. Okay, and we need it. So we know people all day long who have dementia and who has Alzheimer's. Okay, and we've seen family members pass from it. We have family members right now who have it. We might be suffering with it. So how you can start combating, this dementia, this Alzheimer's, is to start consuming more fish. Okay, and more foods that have the omega 3 fatty acids in it, okay? And we're going to get into what foods again, so I'm not going to leave you hanging. I'm going to tell you what foods that you can use and that you can eat and consume that's going to help to regulate, those omega-3s within your body systems, okay? HAA regulates the emissions of signals amongst the brain cells. So we need that. We need our signals, we need the electrical signals to correspond with one another for our brains to work, so that we can have good concentration, so that we can be focused, so that we can do things around the house, do things at our job. I mean, come on now, we need our brains. So when we start having a certain decline, we're forgetful, our focus is not there, our memory is being lost, in translation in the middle of sentences, or when we're talking about stuff we can't remember our thoughts and things like that. That's not good. Those are signs that we could possibly have a depletion of or a lack of omega-3 fatty oils within our diets, okay, within our cells. So once you start seeing that, then you need to pay attention. Are you consuming enough fatty oils? Are you consuming enough omega-3s? Okay. Now, where are omega-3 fatty acids found? They are found in layers of cold water fish. Okay. And they're found in shellfish, some plants, some nut oils, y'all, English walnuts, flaxseeds, fortified foods, algae oils is found in mackerels, sardines, salmon, and herring. Okay. So some of these are sardines. I mean, come on. Who don't keep these sardines in their house? Now they have, you got the mustard, you got the Louisiana hot sauce and things like that. I got the ones with the mustard too, y'all. Eating something as simple as these helps. These are sardines. So even if you just got the plain sardines and soybean, oil, whatever the case may be, it's still good for you. So if you're snacking on these, if you want these, this is my dad's old school habits, okay? Because my dad was definitely a potted meat person with the crackers, okay? He was the man that ate the Danish and put a slice of cheese and put it in the microwave. That was my dad. My dad was a sardine and cracker eating joker. He was a hog head cheese. Give me some hearts if y'all know about that hog head cheese and crackers, okay? That's who my dad was. So, but part of who he was, okay, give me some more hearts. I know some of y'all can relate, okay? But some of what he would do, he would eat these. So that's why today I love these. I didn't even know what I was getting into back in the day. Okay, I just knew that my dad loved them and he put us onto it because while he eating these, like, y'all want some? And we was like, yes, sir. So we eating them. Okay, so I'm saying to you, sometimes we have things in our homes that we don't even know, like, why or whatever, that we like it, and not knowing the benefits, the medicinal benefits to eating things like this. Sometimes I get an urge, and understand, sometimes when you get an urge to eat things like this that you don't eat often, that's your body's way of saying, you know what, you need to replenish what is lost or what is lacking right now. So, it's like, man, I got a taste for, I got a taste for these sardines. I got a taste to eat some flaxseed let me put some flaxseeds in my pudding, or flaxseed in my smoothie. Yeah, that's your body telling you, thank you for the hearts. That's your body telling you, hey, you missing some stuff. So go ahead with that urge. Go ahead and go find you some sardines, because it's in your cabinet right now, because you are low in your omega-3. You're low, okay? So let's not dismiss when you have these urges all of a sudden. It's like, why? Don't question it. Just go with it. That's your God-given sense that the Most High gave you. Okay, our intuition and these urges don't have to come by other things that we have urges and for, okay, that might not necessarily be good. They can come in ways that help you too. Go with it. Don't question it. Okay, don't question it. Thank you. Yes, source of crackers. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Okay, so something as simple as these will give you your source of omega-3s, okay? These are sardines, okay? And when I tell you the sardines, the salmon, even the salmon that has, let me show you the salmon that is smoked. That's smoked salmon, y'all. Look, I love me some smoked salmon. So right here, You can get these from Aldi. You can get them from Walmart. Aldi's cheaper. That's my store, okay? So even this right here, the smoked salmon, cold smoked Atlanta salmon, deli sliced. Y'all, no antibiotics. You want to make sure you don't have a whole bunch of, preservatives and all that type of stuff. No antibiotics. And I get mine from Aldi because it's really good. And it doesn't have a lot of processed crap in it. Actually, it doesn't at all. Okay? This is literally just smoked salmon. No added color or nothing. No sodium, salt. Y'all, this stuff is good. This right here will get your omega-3 levels back, fish oils back to where it needs to be. You can eat these with your grapes, your some cheese, make your whole charcuterie board, cut these bad boys up and eat it. Or just take it by the slice and peel because they're very thin slices. Y'all, do not sleep on these little simple snacks that you can use to get your levels of omega-3 up. So you won't have brain problems. You won't be having, worrying about, being, having Alzheimer's or having dementia. My auntie passed from Alzheimer's, and y'all, it was horrific. The decline was just unbelievable. I don't want that for myself, and it runs in my family. So yeah, I have to pay special attention. I be paranoid if I be forgetting stuff, and it could just literally just be I just forgot. But if I forget too much, I'm like, oh my God, Lord Jesus, please get my brain right, because I don't want to get Alzheimer's, and I definitely don't want to have dementia. Okay, because I've seen the decline of it, and I've seen how it looked, and my auntie then forgot who we are. She in her own world be talking and laughing to who God knows what. I mean, it was just sad. And she was a nurse. So this bright, intelligent woman goes from just being, now she didn't go to the point where she was like, started acting like a little kid, but the decline that I saw was just heartbreaking enough that I'm glad I didn't see that. I just saw that she just lost a lot of weight. She then just didn't know nobody. We would come and visit her. At one point, she knew who we were until she didn't. And it's just sad. So if I can have my fishes, if I can eat my sardines, okay, and I can eat my smoked salmon or my whole salmon that I buy from the store once a week, twice a week to stave off, these type of, the lack of omega-3s in my cells, then why would I not do that? And it does not only have the benefits for our brain, but our entire body. So if you're having issues with your joints, just recently, I got this trigger finger issue, and I don't even know where it came from, y'all, because I promise you, I'm on top of my health. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I'm, I go and work out every day. I work out when I could, and I honestly, in this season, I have been a little slack with my working out. Usually, I'm on top of it. But at the end of the day, I don't just be eating willy-nilly. I try to eat as healthy as I can. Now, I'm just like you all. If I got a taste for a burger, I'm going to go for it. I'm not so into, just eat your leaves and your greens. Everything in moderation is what I'm going to say. But I know that this omega-3 helps all the body systems, okay? It's not just your brain and your heart, which is major important. If I'm telling you that the omega-3s help to maintain the electrical balances and the electrical connections within your heart and your brain, then why aren't you waking up and saying, wow, I need this? Yeah, you need this oil in your cells, okay? So stop playing with me. But this is something else that you can just snack on throughout the week, to get your levels up. So again, it's found in salmon, it's found in herring, sardines, mackerel. I mean, it's not hard to go get your omega-3s, okay, is what I'm saying to you. It's not hard. It is not hard to go get your omega-3s. And why is this not charging? Y'all hold on for a minute because my stuff is not charging. I don't know why that does that. I got this plug right here, and then this plug just decides, well, I don't want to energize the computer. Weird, but I don't care. Anyway, life goes on. This goes on. So omega-3s, y'all. Again, It has so many benefits to your colon, your heart, your joints, your brain, and your blood. Okay? It has so many benefits. So when I'm talking about your colon, so those out there who have Crohn's disease, irritable bowel syndrome, colitis, which is inflammation of the intestines, omega 3 can literally eliminate you having these issues. Okay? And reduce the symptoms of. So if you're having heart problems, like I said, if you're having heart disease or heart attacks run through your family, you have congestive heart failure, you have strokes that run through your family, you have arrhythmias and heart attacks and stuff like that. Look, heart disease covered under all the umbrella, heart disease, and under the umbrella of heart disease is all these other heart issues. Omega 3s will help to regulate your heart, okay, to help you to reduce and even eliminate the likelihood of arrhythmias and strokes and things like that, because I told you that that oil is going to help to lubricate those cells so they can easily go through your blood vessels. It's going to help to decrease the plaque buildup within the walls of your arteries. And because that's most of our problems. We're eating foods that we should not eat. And I'm not even just saying fried foods. We got foods now today that if you didn't eat fried foods and you have buildup of plaque within your arteries, it could be from the GMOs that's in our foods, the preservatives that's in our foods. Okay? So it's not just, oh, you're eating fried foods. Why do you think would help? What do you think would help with pancreatic cancer? And that's a tough one, but I got some stuff, so hit me up in my DM, because across the board I got some things that you can use and take to decrease the proliferation of certain of the cancerous cells. Okay, all right, sis. Again, y'all, I'm not a doctor, so these are all suggestions. Okay, take it or leave it. Okay, I just want to put that out there, because some people will come back and like, I tried this. Please don't do that to me. I'm not a professional. I didn't go to school but for respiratory and for x-ray and as a medic in the military. Okay, but thank y'all for following me. Come on in, because we're talking about this omega 3 and fish oil and how it just does so many things for our entire body systems, not just for your brain, not just for your heart. I'm talking about it cleans up your colon. I'm talking about it does things for your blood, for your joints. Okay, we need to get on with it. So when we talk about our joints, I'm talking about like rheumatoid arthritis. Okay, we talking about joint pain. We talk about muscle pain. Omega 3s comes in and soothes all of that. It goes into our cells, okay, into the membranes of our cells, and it does miraculous things, because it takes this oil from the oil in the cells and carries them now to the organs, and the organs, of course, regulate real good, because now they make up these body systems, so the body systems are working optimally. Okay, so we need to have omega 3s within our body cells so that our bodies can run efficiently. Okay, so we're dealing with brain. Of course, we're talking about Alzheimer's and dementia, so it helps in that. If we're having issues with our skin, so psoriasis, it helps to protect our skin. Okay, if we're having problems with our breathing, asthma, okay, upper respiratory infections, omega 3s is what's going to help us. So again, we've been told only one thing: omega 3s maybe for your heart, but it does so much more for every body system. Okay, not just for a particular body system or organ. The reduction of omega 3 fish oils. Let me tell you the symptoms. So if you are feeling these symptoms and you know that you're not eating, enough fish, okay, or things that have omega 3s in them. Thank you for the hearts. Appreciate them. Then you're going to start having symptoms of irritability. You're going to be edgy. You're going to be depressed. You're going to have a lack of focus, a lack of concentration, and mental fog. Okay, and so obviously these things can come from other things that you're lacking, or maybe just your environment, your life, because life be life, and sometimes, and we have these, we might be depressed because of the state that we're living in. But I'm talking about the lack of and the decrease in the symptoms of basically omega 3s. Okay, and being edgy, irritable. You just like, just leave me alone. You don't want to talk to nobody. Somebody says something to you, ready to snap on them. Yeah, get it together, okay? Because there's really ever no excuse to be snapping on people because we just are being nasty. But look at yourself and say, you know what? I am irritable. There's a major mental fog. There's a lack of concentration, a lack of focus. Something's not right. I'm depressed. And if this is not normally you, then take a look at what is happening within yourself, okay? And say, hey, what is it that I'm lacking in my diet? Because a lot of times these things are because of what we're eating. Thank you for the hearts. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Okay. I need y'all to stop right now and follow me on my Facebook, my TikTok, for my TikTok family. For those who don't know that I do have a platform, go and become, part of the team, part of the holistic healing and wellness family. Okay. Part of Cachelle's Corner. Go ahead. It's not going to cost you a thing to join and be a part, okay? I thank you all for your participation. I thank you all for being here with me this afternoon, this Sunday afternoon, this gorgeous Sunday afternoon, okay? So low levels of DHA or too little DHA in your blood, again, we got depression. We're depressed. It's like, okay, what's going on with me? Sometimes we can find ourselves in a state because of maybe a situation that has hit us right now, right? But then we can find ourselves depressed and not really know why are we depressed. I have a good job. My kids are doing well. I'm doing okay. My family members, what's going on with me? Sometimes we might not know where this depression is coming from. Okay, where this aggressive behavior is coming from. Maybe we're aggressive and it's like, why am I aggressive? We need to take a look sometimes at our behavior. Like, why am I behaving a certain type of way? Okay, and if this is not you on the normal basis, which I hope is not none of y'all on a regular basis, we have an aggressive behavior because that's just who Tanika is. What we doing, Tanika? And I'm just throwing out a name, making up a name. What we doing? We're just mean because we just being mean, okay? We just snapping because this is just our personality. We need to get it together, okay? And maybe you do need a whole slew of omega-3s because your attitude is showing up real rank right now, okay? So we don't want to do that. But if we find ourselves having these symptoms, then we might want to look at what it is that we're consuming or not consuming enough of, okay? If we're dealing with attention deficit disorder, that's major in our society right now too, then we need to look at our consumption or the lack thereof of the fish oils, okay, the omega-3s. Alzheimer's disease, I talked about brain damage from alcoholism. It can heal. Okay, these omega-3 can heal the brain damage from alcoholism. And I know y'all probably don't know that, but it does, and it can. When you are having thoughts that are short and it leads to garbled, speech, then there's a problem there. Now, if you're not dealing with stroke or because strokes, you can be garbled in your speech if you're at a point having an all full-on stroke, okay? You're talking and it's not making any sense. It's garbled. So then we're talking about, heart issues, but heart issues can be lined up with a lack of omega-3 fish oils, okay? And this is why we're talking about that, okay? So we want to make sure that we're paying attention to our moods. We can have mood swings. That's like, okay, 1 minute I'm okay, the next minute I'm snapping, or the next minute I just don't want to nobody to talk to me. Please leave me alone. I'm happy one moment and then I'm sad the next. I'm depressed. I'm anxious. If you notice that you're having these mood swings, it could be because you have a lack of omega-3 fish oils within your cells. I told you, if you don't have enough omega-3 fish oils within your cells will go berserk. So those cells is now passing this information of lack of omega-3s to your body systems. Your body systems are now going to be acting up as well. Okay? It's a trickle-down effect. So then there's a cascade of issues from cell all the way to organ to now body systems. That's how it works. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you. And thank you for following me. L. Peters, thank you so much. Thank you for following me. Appreciate you. Emily Glover, thank you. Thank you for your follow. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Gigi joined. Appreciate you. Michelle joined. Edith joined. Rita joined. Oh, come on with the joining. Okay. Okay. Thank you for supporting. Christopher, Mr. Okay. Okay, David Johnson. Y'all, I'm getting too happy over here. Okay. Stop me now. Stop me. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all for joining. Okay. That means a lot to me. Because I'm going to keep on giving this information now. Because we're going to be healed. We're going to be healed at the hands of ourselves. Okay. Not from the hands of the physician who want to cut, cauterize, remove, amputate. Oh, come on now. Come on now. There's a better way. And the better way is herbs, spices, roots, plants, mushrooms, leaves, bark. And some of these things we have in our homes. Some of these things we already have in our homes to heal us. And we don't know it. We don't even know it. Because it's just a seasoning. It's just a spice. Girl, make it taste good. I'm going to put this on. It tastes good. It's going to heal your body too, though. So it has dual effects. It's going to make your food taste good, but it's going to make your body feel good. It's going to heal your body. And we don't know that. So that's why your sister's here to help you, to bring you back to help you remember. Some people, maybe you don't remember. Maybe you don't know. But we're going to get back to what our ancestors used. We're going to get back to what they did to heal their bodies. So back to the mood swings. So back to the symptoms of low levels of DHA, which is basically a long chain compound within the fish oil, okay, that is going to heal your body. So it's DHA and it's AHA or ALA. And there's another one that I'm forgetting. Forgive me. Let me go back. It's another one I'm forgetting that we need to, that's in fish oils. It's EPA. Okay. So when we start having these symptoms, then we need to start looking at ourselves. We got mood swings. We got attention disturbances. We can't pay attention right now. And I already told you attention deficit disorder is one of the things too that we're going to get into, because there's a study that was being done that took a bunch of kids. And these kids were having issues in school, couldn't sit down, could not pay attention to save their lives. And so they did a study on these kids and say, okay, let's see, is it that they're having deficiency with fish oils? Okay, because they're doing a study on fish oils and how, does it affect brain, activity, and will it help these kids that has attention, deficiency disorders? Okay. And guess what? They had so many that they gave a placebo to, and then so many that they actually gave, fish oils to, right? And when I tell you, it miraculously got their levels up, these kids' levels up, okay? And these kids were on Ritalin and all kind of manner of pharmaceuticals, okay? And because I was a parent at one point, thank you for the hearts. I was a parent at one point in my life, and working in the schools, I worked in different classes, but I also worked in the special needs. And those kids, when they were out of their medication, they were rambunctious. Like nobody really could keep them from, y'all, we having some difficulties right now. Nobody could keep them calm. Like it was nothing that we could do to just get them to sit down, talking to them politely, because they weren't bad kids. But nothing was getting, it was nothing that we could do. But this medication, y'all excuse me, because these pumps are not working. I don't know what's going on. This medication was the only thing that they could take that could get them back to acting, to getting them to, be somewhat docile. Or somewhat normal. I'll say docile, but the medication would have them docile. It's almost like they were zombies. Like, hey, John, do this on your paper. Okay. I mean, no emotion. It was just ridiculous. It was just horrible. So I know how it looks on the side of basically giving kids these medications to calm them down, but it calmed them down to where they were at almost a zombie-like state. They weren't even. There was no personality to these kids, okay? And that was the problem. It's like, wow, once they take they're on this medication, it to us it would feel like, oh, good, so he ain't running around, throwing desks in the air, throwing chairs, and acting all rambunctious. But at the same time, when they're on this medication, they weren't their normal selves. Thank you, Margaret. She said, great information, your blessing. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh, we got Margenta. Okay, that's our from Canada. All right. Thank you for being here, sweetie. I appreciate you. So y'all, if they've done a study to see, okay, with these kids who are just out of control with their behavior, they can't sit down, they can't concentrate, they need to get up and be moving, is fish oil, will that help them? And fish oil absolutely help them, because I told you it helps with the brains, electrical wiring and transmission of messages and things like that, right? So it helped them to balance. It balanced the chemicals in their brain. It helped to balance the electrical messages and things like that, to calm them, to get them back to calm. Some of them, their parents had never ever experienced them really not really being chaotic with their behavior. So it was just amazing for the parents to know all we needed was the fish oil. All we needed was to give them omega-3s and have that in their diet. So you have to know that for the parents of these kids, that was like a miracle for them. It was like, wow, we did not know. So we're going to do that. And then on the other side, the kids who did not have it, who were given placebos, there was little changes, and then some did. There were some changes in some of the kids, because obviously the placebo effect, if you think you're taking something, for some of them it's a mental thing. But they did not have, it was not a continued effort or a continued reduction of this craziness, okay, this attention deficit. It was just for that time period, and then after leaving, the behavior started back up, okay, because they weren't given any fish oils, okay, omega-3s. So at the end of the day, omega-3s helped with that. So for adults who have attention deficit disorder, go look at your diet, okay, because I'm not saying that every time any of these symptoms could go along with all kind of other diseases or ailments or just life, okay. So I'm not saying that if you're depressed and if you're having issues with aggressive behavior and attention deficit, that it has to be a lack of omega-3 fish oil. But because I'm talking about it, these are some of the symptoms that you can have because of the lack of and or reduced levels in your body of omega-3 fish oils, okay? Welcome you all. Thank you all for joining my live. Ricky9295, Belinda Brown, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Jane. Thank you. Okay? And so we want to take a look at those. So when I'm telling you, there's disturbances, that it's just not like you, or it's like, man, I have just been having brain fog for the last so and so. Look at your diet, is what I'm saying to you. Have you been consuming enough fish oils so that these changes in your body, these mood swings, are not there? And you're having them maybe because of the lack of. So there's also omega-6 fatty acids, okay? And these omega-6 fatty acids are not so good, okay? They can sabotage the benefits of fish oil and incite inflammation, inflammatory chemicals and responses in our bodies, and we don't need that. Anytime there's inflammation in our bodies, for the most part, that causes disease, is the cause of a disease or ailment, okay? Now, there is a balance of inflammation we have to have in our bodies, because it is that. We're not going to ever have a body that's just not totally inflamed. But if it's inflamed to the point where there is a disease or diseases or ailments we're dealing with, then there is an imbalance, okay? Because when your body's inflamed, that means something is going on. That means that we have our white blood cells, our leukocytes, our leukotrienes. They're coming in to fight something. So something is not right, okay? So when we are having so when you have these inflammatory responses, something is going on in the body that we need to pay attention to. And omega-6 fatty acids can come in, like I said, and sabotage the benefits of the fish oil, the omega-3s. Okay, so, and how they do that, and what are the symptoms? The symptoms is joint pain, and kind of like a little bit of what we see when there is something going on within our bodies. Okay, the inner lining of our intestinal tracts are affected. So we want to take a look at that. But we got omega-3s and then we got omega-6s. Okay, and omega-6 fatty acids, they're not so good for you. And they're found in foods that we eat every day. Okay, and we don't even know it. So that's why I like doing this, because people don't even know what can be inflaming their bodies and what fights against omega-3s in your body. Okay, and so omega-6 fatty acids, foods that are not so good for you, and if you're eating them at a lot, you eating them more than you should, then it's no good for you. So it's found in vegetable oils, okay? It's found in mayonnaise and found in shortening and salad oils, okay? So if they're not being made with healthier oils, then vegetable oil is no good for you, okay? So now we're fighting the good fatty acids, or the fatty acids, opposed to the bad ones, okay, which is the omega-6, okay? So foods high in polyunsaturated fats are not good for us, and they're found in like cookies, crackers, sunflower oil, sunflower seeds, corn-fed beef, okay, corn oils, those type of things that are, and plenty of things that have GMOs in it are just not good for you, and you have a bunch of omega-6 fatty acids in them, okay? So be wary of those type of foods, okay? And if you're eating them, because I use mayonnaise, and I'm not so keen on like, oh, what is the ingredients in this mayonnaise that I'm using, okay? So those are things that we have to look at. If we are starting to have symptoms of aggression, depression, if we're having brain fog and those type of things, then we need to be looking at, okay, what is my diet looking like? If we're having short-circuited messages in our brains that's not really, we notice that we can start a sentence, but we can't remember what we was about to say, or we can't end it because we forgot what we was about to, even the topic we were talking about. Something's not right with that. If we're dealing with mood swings, something's not right with that. If we're dealing with the lack of concentration on a regular basis, and I'm not saying sometimes we have brain farts, but I'm saying you find yourself constantly like, wait a minute, what was I saying? What was I doing? Man, I'm moody here. I'm aggressive here. Somebody talk to me, I want to snap on them. If that has been a constant for a while, we need to start checking in on ourselves and say, what's going on with me? Stop ignoring when we start feeling our bodies, and our attitudes and our moods start changing. We need to start looking at ourselves, y'all. We don't do that enough. We just, oh, that's so-and-so. Maybe so-and-so has been this way all her life and been, not such a happy person, or been very snappy, because maybe all her life she has been low in omega-3 fish oils. Maybe that's why she's the way she is, but that's not okay that she's that way. She needs to be on this live listening to it so she won't be crabby anymore. And him too. Okay? So we need to pay attention, you all, to, our diets. Okay? For real. We need to pay attention to our diets. Now, the benefits of omega-3 fish oil is it protects the heart against electrical malfunction. We talked about that earlier. Okay? We need our hearts to pump the way that they do, or send signals the way that they do, so that our hearts can beat. Okay, we don't want arrhythmias. Okay, we don't want arrhythmias, because arrhythmias will knock out. Arrhythmias are basically unbalanced electrical signals. Okay, where a heart is beating like this, arrhythmias come. It's like Now you got this sporadic beating, and so now at some point your heart is going to arrest. It's going to stop, and now you got to get your heart back on signaling. Back pumping, in sync and synchronizing with the ventricles and the bicuspid valve, the tricuspid valve, and all those things. They need to be pumping and syncing, together. So if you are having problems with the electrical malfunction, it's not good. But that also could be the sign of a lack of omega-3s. So what does omega-3? It protects the heart against electrical malfunction, is what I'm saying. Okay. It protects the arteries against plaque buildup. We talked about that, and thinning blood. Okay. So a reason why a lot of us are having issues with our blood is because of we got buildup, we got plaque. From from your early 30s on to, 60s, 70s, we start building plaque. Okay, so we have some plaque on our arteries. It don't matter if you are a marathon runner, if you work out all day long. There is just a little bit of plaque. It might not be as much as somebody who doesn't run, who doesn't exercise. Okay, they have more. But when you are incorporating omega-3 fish oils into your diet, it protects the arteries against the buildup of plaque. Okay, and thinning blood. Okay, and it affects the excitability of your heart cells and brain cells. That's what omega-3 fish oils does for you. Okay, it gets those cells excited. Okay, and the excited part of it is your heart beating the way it should beat, and it's your brain firing off, the electrical signal, so you can think, so you can concentrate, so you can focus the way that it should. So it creates this excitability. Okay, so we need the omega-3 fish oils in our lives, in our cells, in our organs, in our bodies. Okay. The fish oil influences all important vascular function. Do you hear me? Did y'all just hear me? Fish oil, omega-3, influences all important vascular function. So if it influences all vascular function, we talking about our arteries, our veins, our venues. Okay, those are smaller things. Arterioles. Okay, we talking about our hearts, the valves within our hearts. Okay, what? This is what keeps us living. We need our hearts to keep pumping. So if fish oil influences all important vascular functions, then we need it to live. Am I correct? If y'all understand what I'm saying, send me some hearts to let me know that I'm not talking crazy and that y'all hear what I'm saying to you. We need omega-3s in our lives right now. We need that fish oil because all important vascular function is being influenced by this omega-3 fish oil. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so fish oil keeps arteries more relaxed and patent for optimal blood flow. We need for our vessels to be patent, to be open, to be clear, so that our blood can run through it without any stoppages, without any blockages, without any plaque, or a little bit of plaque at least. You know what I'm saying? Because we got it right now. We got a little bit of plaque because that's just life. Some things we eat is just, but if you're eating proper foods, okay, most of the time, if you're exercising, most of the time, then you'll have very little plaque buildup. There's nothing to worry about. And if you're incorporating your omega-3s, your fish oils, stop it. It just said the fish oil influences all vascular functions. So if you're eating your daily dose or your weekly dose, monthly doses of fish, you are good. Okay? Repent and believe the gospel. Absolutely. Come to Jesus and be saved. All right. So that's what we're talking about. So these, again, we're talking about the benefits of fish oil, okay? But we're going to stop right now and talk about the benefits of ginger juice, okay? Y'all, I got my ginger juices here. Now, these ginger juices are going to help with clearing your arteries, okay? Ginger is potent. It's an antioxidant, antibacterial, antiviral, and it's going to clear out. If y'all have ever tasted ginger, you understand that ginger is potent. It's got a kick to it. That kick is going to help to keep them arteries clean. So along with your omega-3, guess what? You drinking your ginger juices on a daily basis is going to help keep them arteries clean. It's going to help their blood flow. Okay? So right here, y'all, and this is my little commercial break. These are my ginger juices. Okay? Right here is the pineapple honey ginger juice, and there's nothing but good stuff in it. Honey. We don't have the processed sucrose, okay, that table sugar. We don't have none of that. We have raw honey in here, okay? You got your ginger and you got your pineapples, okay? You got that pineapple. So this is one thing that I have. And then, y'all, we got the mango pineapple honey or the mango ginger honey, okay? All of these are different flavors of my ginger juice. So at the base of every one of these juices are ginger. You hear me? These are ginger. And with every one of these juices, guess what you got? You got an affirmation. So as you drink these juices, As you drink these juices, what it say? It says, with every sip of ginger juice, I nourish my body and boost my vitality. So as we're drinking this ginger juice that's healing our body, that's clearing out all the gunk in our vessels, that's clearing out our minds, that's helping us to replenish, if we're working out, replenish those electrolytes, that's getting our health right, that's helping us to lose that gut, okay, that's helping us to get our vision correct, that's helping us to keep them joints lubricated. We have an affirmation as we drink. We're affirming as we drink this healthy juice. We're affirming better health. We're affirming vitality. We're affirming good health and equilibrium throughout our body. Okay, so this is that. So then, y'all, we have another one. We got the tart cherry lemonade. This is a newer flavor. Tart cherry lemonade ginger juice. Okay, so already seen we got the mango ginger juice. We got the tart cherry. And then we got the pineapple. We got one more flavor. We got the beet honey ginger juice. And some of y'all said beet. Oh yeah. So don't say beet like you don't know. If you don't know, beet is good for your heart and it's good for your brain. So lapse of memory, can't remember. We have mental fog, some of the same symptoms that I was telling you with the lack of this oil. Guess what? This ginger juice is going to help you with that. Especially this beet one. I got a girlfriend right now. She had cancer. She had some stuff going on in her brain, and she said, I never liked beet juice. I never liked beets at all. But baby, this right here changed her mind because she knows that beets is good for your brain. And so she takes this. She orders it. So I have a subscription. 4 of these are given to you in your home every month, right to your doorstep. So you get one of each flavor. So that's 4 juices for $61.15 a month. Oh, that's too much. So I can go to Starbucks. I can go to Dunkin' Donuts and get you. Oh, really? Are you buying healthy juices like this that has nothing but pure and raw and organic honey? That has nothing but organic ginger. It has beet juice in it that can help your brain, your heart. Do you get that from Starbucks and from Dunkin' Donuts? No. If you do, go ahead. Let me know that you do. Okay? Some of y'all make a habit of going to Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks every day to get your coffee, to get whatever it is that you get. And it doesn't do your body no good. These juices delivered to you every month. $61.15. So are we putting a price on your health? Because that's including shipping and handling. So really, you paying like $45. You really paying $45 for a monthly subscription of juices that's coming to your doorstep every month. Every month on the dot, you getting these juices. You get one of each flavor. You get that mango honey ginger. You getting that tart cherry lemonade ginger. You getting that pineapple honey ginger, and you getting that beet honey ginger. And if you want more, there's more that you can get. But for the subscription, for $61.15 a month, you're getting these 4 juices. You get this shirt that I'm wearing. Yeah, you be part of the family. You see that? You're part of the family. You get a shirt. You get a monthly Zoom meeting with everyone who's in our community. You get discounts if you're referring family and friends. And you get free tasters. When I come out with different flavors, they send to you automatically. You're not paying for anything. They're free. Okay? Y'all go ahead and go to Cachelle's, it's www.Cachelle's Corner. Go in there, put your name in there, put your email address, and go ahead and try me out. Okay? What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Y'all go ahead and do that. Because it's not going to do anything but enhance your health. It's going to enhance your health. Because this is what it's for. I make these because I'm enhancing people's health. I'm doing it not just because I just feel like I just need to do something. No, people have been healed from these juices. People have been healed and their bodies have been better for them. Okay? So go right now to Kishel's Corner, www.KISCHELSCORNER.com. I got it right here. And go and try it out. Okay? This ain't gonna be the last time you hear about these juices. It's not gonna be the last time, but this is the only thing that is going to help you get you right. These juices are going to get you right. Okay? All right, my commercial's over. Back to the lesson. Back to the original program, okay? So we're talking about omega-3s. And for y'all who need some help, go check out my juices. That's nothing for you to pay. Child of God, how related are your parents? The incest rates are high in the church. The incest rates are high in church. Okay, come on. What are we talking about right now? What are we talking about? Okay, we're just going to bless your soul. God bless you. I don't know what you're coming in with, but that's different. Okay? Okay, y'all. So moving on. So more benefits of the omega-3 fish oil. It helps your joints. So those who are just suffering right now from joint issues. You got arthritis. You're dealing with pain with the gout. You know, you got rheumatoid arthritis because there's a difference. Okay? And if you have rheumatoid arthritis, then you have an autoimmune disease. Basically, your body's attacking itself. Okay? So you have high amounts of inflammation in your body. High amounts of inflammation in your body. And at the core of inflammation is there is going to be a disease or an ailment. Okay? So we need to get this fish oil in our bodies to reduce the inflammation in our bodies. Get that omega-3 oils in our cell membrane so that the cells can take it to the body organs, and the body organs can take it, you know, they build up systems, the body systems, and then our whole body is working at its optimal. Okay? So it reduces inflammation and can alleviate symptoms of joint discomfort. So for those who are just struggling, like, man, I'm getting arthritis. I think I started talking about this trigger finger. And this literally started probably now about 3-4 weeks ago. I don't even know where it came from. And so I've been treating it. So things like that. You need this fish oil. You need to have these fish oils in your systems to alleviate the symptoms of rheumatoid arthritis and this inflammations in your joint. Okay? So if you know anybody who have, sis, Terry Estrada, you have a rheumatoid arthritis, start taking these capsules of the fish oils, the omega-3 fish oils, okay? Because I guarantee you that's going to help. And my ginger juices have helped people as well that have joint issues. It's going to help to alleviate that pain, okay? And it's going to help to decrease the inflammation that is causing your rheumatoid arthritis. Okay? So if you have skin problems, like if you have psoriasis and you have rosacea, those things are going to be, the symptoms of having those diseases are going to be reduced and or eliminated totally. Okay? I don't want to say cure because, I'll get dinged for that, so, but know that I want to say that. Okay? Because that's what it does. It heals your body. Okay? It protects or promotes hydration and elasticity. So even with taking it, you'll find that your skin is clear, okay? And that it looks more hydrated. It will be more hydrated, okay? And it's going to contribute to basically a healthier complexion. Who don't want a healthier complexion? Who don't want their skin to be elastic and not be feeling droopy and have these creases and lines and things of aging, okay? Because you can age beautifully. We know we're getting older. But you don't have to age where you're looking like, you're 60, but you look like you're 80. What are we doing? We don't have to do that. We can age beautifully, okay? And the key to doing that is your omega-3 fish oils. You need your fish oils, okay? Your eye health. Omega-3 fish oil supports vision and may reduce the age-related macular degeneration, okay? So if you're dealing with glaucoma, if you're dealing with cataracts, and age-related, eye-related degeneration, then you're going to see a difference. I'm not saying that you're going to have clear vision or that it's going to reverse everything. And thanks for the heart, sweeties. But you'll start seeing, maybe you'll see a little better. Maybe things will become a little more clear. Okay? Because your eyesight could be declining because you don't have enough omega-3 in your diet. Okay? So heart problems, we already talked about that. So if you are not taking omega-3 and you're having problems with reducing triglycerides, which your triglycerides are like basically dealing with your LDL and your HDL, okay? LDL is it's the bad, basically, cholesterol. The HDL is the good cholesterol. Okay, so you go to your doctor and your doctor is saying your LDLs is high. Okay, that's the cholesterol that's not the greatest. The HDL is the good one, and maybe that's low. So you would take, they're going to prescribe you some other medicine. Obviously, they're not going to tell you, oh, load up, and then some might tell you, hey, on top of this medication that I'm prescribing, you might also want to take, fish oils. I will reverse that and be taking my fish oils, and then we'll see how the fish oils help me to get to my healthy HLD before I start taking pharmaceuticals. That's just my suggestion, okay? Now, if you're in the red and you feel like, oh, they're so high, I need to take this medication, obviously you do what you feel comfortable with doing. But I will go with the natural first, okay? Because it supports healthy blood pressure and it lowers the risk of heart disease. This is what this omega-3 fish oils does for you and for your heart and for your triglycerides, which is your LDLs and your HLDs, okay? Because sometimes you can have issues with your issues with your blood pressure. Your blood pressure might be high, and it's one of these. It's either that your HDL is not high enough or that your LDL is too high, and your HDL is too low. Okay, so what I'm saying to you is that these fish oils is going to get you right. It's going to have your HDL where it needs to be, and it's going to reduce the bad cholesterol, which is your LDL. Okay? Thank you for joining my live. I appreciate you. Thank you. And brain function, we already know that. In order to decrease the likelihood of us getting dementia or Alzheimer's, excuse me, I just had a brain fart. I'm getting my tongue twisted. The omega-3 fish oil supports cognitive health and aids in maintaining memory and focus as we continue to age. Okay? So these are things that omega-3s does for your body, okay? And for your brain, for your heart, for your joints, for your skin, for your eyes. Y'all hear me? I mean, come on. It does some miraculous things for your brain. What's going on? I mean, why are we hesitant? Why are we not going ahead and taking this for granted? Like, let's go and get these fish oil, either gel pills, or we're taking and the time to go to the store and go and get some salmon, go get some mackerel, eat some tuna. Okay, it's not that hard. You just have to go and get it. Okay, sweetie. Look at you. Oh, you say okay, my HDL is okay. Now I gotta check the levels because I don't know if that's good or bad. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I know if that's good or not. Is that good, hon? Love by night. Are those levels good? Because you said yours is 66. Let me know. Because I will have to find out what is a healthy range and what's not right now. And I don't know off the top of my head. Okay? Thank you, Tim, for joining. Tammy Wallach for joining. Michelle Little, thank you so much for joining. I think 6 years is good. Okay, well then you good. And what can make it even better is if you did get this oil, or you're eating your, doses of, or your daily dosage or weekly doses of fish. Okay? So omega-3. So it's so good for men. Okay, so all the men on this live, listen to me. You have a reduced risk of prostate cancer if you're eating your doses of, or your amount, your food portions, I guess, of omega-3s, okay? So eating at least 5+ servings a week reduce your risk of disease by 64%. It reduces your risk of prostate cancer by 64%. Now, 5+ servings a week is a lot, because I don't know who's eating fish that much unless you live on the coast, or you live near water where, you can buy fish so readily and it's not that expensive and you can eat it like it's going out of style. Okay? But for those who are dealing with prostate cancer, which that's we have a high probability of our men of color, okay, of having prostate cancer or having prostate issues. If you find that you're in that group, then you might want to look at your consumption of omega-3s, okay, and the fishes, and then those type of things. Are you eating enough tuna? So you might want to look at that. And the reduced risk of prostate cancer can be reduced even further by eating salmon, herring, and mackerel for our men out here, okay, dealing with prostate issues. Y'all hear me? If you're eating at least 5+ servings a week, the reduction of prostate cancer will be at a 64% rate for you of getting prostate cancer. Okay, so take heed for those, because that runs rampant in our black and brown community as far as prostate is concerned. Now, we had a reduction years ago when they came out, and this has probably been 20 years ago now, when they came out and was saying, basically the FDA came out and said, you want to eat less fish because it has mercury in it. Okay, and this is an alert that the FDA put out, but it wasn't meant for everyone. It was meant for women who want to become pregnant. Okay, it was meant for women who are already pregnant, and then for women who are nursing. Okay, so the alert went out, but a whole slew of us stopped eating fish or reduced the consumption of fish because they really didn't specify like who was this for. So yeah, it's for the American people. We want to alert you all, but it wasn't for the American people in the totality of the American people. It was really mostly for women planning to become pregnant, women who are pregnant, and women who are nursing, because some fish does have a high quantity of mercury. Okay, and because mercury does affect the growing fetus, okay, and obviously the mom had a baby and she's nursing her infant baby, that mercury is going to have effect on that baby and that fetus within the mother if the mother is eating possibly a lot of fish. But for those who are full grown, for those kids who are not babies or fetuses, obviously, then it's not going to have an effect like it would for those who are just coming in and their brain is still growing and all those type of things. Okay, and the mom is feeding. So it was not, but it was taken literally that a lot of Americans stopped eating fish like that, like they were prior to this FDA announcement. Okay, but they didn't do a good job with saying, hey, this is really for, for you all to know, but for the moms who want to get pregnant, for the moms who are pregnant, for the moms who are nursing. Yeah, you might want to back off of eating foods, certain fish, because some fish have a high mercury content. Okay, so some fish that have a high mercury content would be like canned light tuna, catfish, pollock, salmon, especially wild salmon. Okay, and this is here. See, this is wild Alaskan salmon. So a nursing mom, a mom wanting to be pregnant, and she wouldn't eat this. So this is something that the doctor and me, I would say, stay away from, because it has a tendency to have a certain amount of, I don't say a large amount, it has a certain amount of mercury that as adults and kids, teenagers, we can handle, but infants, nursing moms, nursing their infant babies, it might have some issues with their brain and their development, which is why this statement was given. But again, it was given without really going into detail, who this will mostly affect, okay? Because for us as adults, it's trace amounts of mercury that's not going to affect us, okay? And it has some trace amounts of mercury in shrimp too. So again, for infants and even for some children, it will affect the brain development of infants, fetuses, young adults. I mean, young children, excuse me, not adults. And some adults that may have be taking certain medications, then this mercury within the fish, within the salmon, the pollock or the catfish, could affect them while taking this medication within their body. They might have contraindications or have, some reactions, okay? So that's why I'm saying this, because this is why they've done their research, and it's like, yeah, so we want to put this out because we don't want nursing moms and mothers to be, and women who are already, pregnant, to be taking, eating too much fish, because it does have trace amounts of mercury in it. But we also learned that children that eat more than 12 ounces a week increase the verbal IQ, okay, increases positive behavior, and increases development and communication skills. And I talked about this earlier with kids who are dealing with attention deficit disorders, and it'd be the same for adults, because we have adults who have the same thing, ADHD, ADD. So at the end of the day, check your diet. If your kids are, not paying attention, if they have attention deficit disorder, it could be because there is a lack of omega-3 fish oils in their diets, and that needs to be talked about. That needs to be corrected by giving them now tuna, incorporating more fishes into their lives, okay? Y'all, I'm going to go right now because we're over time, and it's fine. But I also have a book here. It's called Herbal Medicinal Remedies. And this is my book I just came out with a couple of months ago, okay? And it's a beginner's guide for using common spices and herbs to treat viral, bacterial, and fungal ailments. Go out and get it. It is on Amazon, and it's under Cashel Staples, okay? That's me. Go out and get this book. It's a beautiful guide for those who are dealing with issues. And I cover everything. I say bacterial, viral, and fungal issues, okay? You might be in one of these categories. You might not be. You might be fine. But maybe a family member is dealing with fungal or bacterial or viral issues. Go get this book for them as a gift, okay? This book is sold on Amazon under Cashel Staples. And I also have a juicing recipe book, okay? Juicing for an optimal you. Juicing for an optimal you. So if you want clearer skin, if you want to reduce your weight, okay, you want a smaller waist. If you want to fix your gut issues, this is the book to get. It's a quick guide. Go get this book, okay? And within this book, y'all, it's got beautiful, colorful pictures, okay? You got plenty of recipes, juicing recipes. What combination of vegetables and fruits you need to reduce, your waist size, to drop them pounds, okay, for clearer skin, okay? So go get this book on Amazon, okay? Both of these are on Amazon, and they're under Cashel Staples, all right? Go and support us, sister. I appreciate you all for joining me this week. We'll come back next Sunday, 3 p.m. Central to 4:30 p.m. Central, talking about some good stuff, okay? So thank you all again for your time. Thank you for your patience with me. I thank you for just showing up. Come back and be with me next Sunday, okay? God bless you all. Love you all. And be well.